Last week, the first week of December, the news started reporting that Congress is inching its way to a new relief package. And I'm here to tell you why this $908 billion bill is absolute trash. First, let's talk about what's in it. The Huffington Post reports that it would include extended unemployment additional benefits, as well as money for distribution of vaccines, as well as money for some businesses and state governments. In addition, it would avoid a partial government shutdown. Yes, a partial government shutdown. We're back to this bullshit. What's not in it is that it would cut in half the increased unemployment benefits that have propped up the unemployed since the spring. And there would be no relief checks for people that are not on unemployment. There's no relief checks, I repeat, for everyday people. And then finally, the New York Times reports that the local government assistance would be reduced to pennies on the dollar of what our state and local governments need. They have already cut 1.3 million jobs. This trash of a proposal ignores the reality that we're living in. You see it, I see it. Perhaps we need a reminder. On November 30th, NPR reported that there's been a 70% increase in the amount of people who are paying rent on their credit card. I repeat, there's been a 70% increase of people going into debt to stay housed. There is currently an eviction moratorium, but this would do nothing to let the eviction moratorium continue. In fact, it would let it expire at the end of this month. In terms of hunger, the nonprofit Feeding America estimates that 50 million people will have been food insecure at some point or throughout this whole year, including 1 in 4 children. But apparently, we don't need relief checks. The reality is that we do need relief for everyday working families. Anyone who's taken Economics 101 learns that consumer spending is a huge part of GDP for the United States. In fact, it's 70% of our GDP. Motherfucking Congress. 70% of our GDP is consumer spending, and we're not giving people money to spend. In fact, what this bill has attempted to do as well is to protect employers, large corporations, from being sued for COVID exposure. See who we care about? Goddamn corporations. On December 8th, the White House finally had something to say, and they proposed a bigger bill. Only $8 billion bigger. Their $916 billion bill would not include the increased unemployment benefits, but would give checks of $600. What? Just $600 to everyday people. Both of these bills, Congress and the White House, have trash proposals. So what we need to do is call our congresspeople, call our senators, and demand that we get more relief, more cash aid, period.